to show you really how Google Classroom works, especially how it works in one of my classes. So on your child's or your student's Google Classroom, you'll see all of their classes marked up and any possible clubs for this particular school year that they're involved in. For me, I am one of the advisors for the comic book club, and when we start working with our 8th grade advisory, we're going to figure out what Google Classroom we're going to have for that. But to show you really how my class functions in Google Classroom, I'm going to go in my period 1-3. We do have our class code, where your student will go for their meet every single day, and their Google Stream. Their Google Stream actually shows up in the information of what is due, any reminders, what their assignment might be, or anything like that. I do tell them I will not ever add anything past 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is my cutoff, so if I have forgotten it, I will figure out exactly how to fix it for the next school day. The other great thing is that there is on every Google Classroom stream upcoming work. So when there are due dates, you'll have information exactly when something has to be turned in. But I think my favorite function is under the Classworks tab. Sure, this tells you what is actually supposed to be done. However, the way my Classwork tab works is that everything is organized into different categories. So there are certain things that could be potentially in different categories, but they'll be able to find it if they're missing that assignment. So if they're missing a Flipgrid, it'll actually say Flipgrid, and then you can go into it and see which Flipgrid it is that you're actually missing. For reading notes, you'll find a reading note schedule. You'll find the reading note assignment itself, which includes the schedule already in addition to a posted schedule, and the schedule is also on their own individual chart. Here they will also find literary devices that they can use for their reading notes, some quick tips for quoting, how to answer their reading notes, and a video that I made of my thinking. Some of these things will also actually be a part of reference materials. Myself and Mrs. Knappenberger have been working really closely in making different videos on how to use different types of applications to make the school year a little bit easier for all of your students. Because we don't want this to be a terrible school year, because we know how difficult it is, we want to try and make it as accessible as possible. But this is where you can find any of your information. When it comes to reading notes, you'll find due dates. There are 2 due every Friday. The final one does not have to be turned in until November 13th, but every week I'm able to go in at the start of class, which is expected of them, to go in and check that they did their 2 reading notes for the week. It also states when they actually get graded as classwork and when they get graded as an assessment. So we actually have 2, a total of 4, due on Friday that will be graded as a classwork for progress reports. Everything past that will be graded as an assessment grade. Okay? So these are really great ways and different strategies that you can help from home as well. And we always make sure that anything that has a topic is filed underneath it. The one thing that didn't have a topic was an individual project I did where if they wanted to participate in a banned books week, they were able to, and that was just a survey.